The grueling world of professional athletics demands peak physical condition. Athletes push their bodies to the limit. However, a hidden struggle affects many Olympic athletes' asthma. A 2023 study revealed asthma is more common among Olympic athletes. This is especially true for endurance athletes. Asthma inflames and narrows the airways, making it difficult to breathe. This condition can hinder an athlete's performance. Asthma manifests through various symptoms, often triggered by specific factors. Common symptoms include wheezing, a whistling sound during breathing, coughing fits, particularly at night or after exercise, shortness of breath, especially during exertion, and a feeling of tightness in the chest. These symptoms arise from inflammation and constriction of the airways, restricting airflow in and out of the lungs. While the exact causes of asthma remain complex and multifaceted, a combination of genetic and environmental factors is believed to play a role. Individuals with a family history of asthma or allergies are genetically predisposed to developing the condition. Environmental triggers, such as exposure to allergens like pollen, dust mites, and pet dander, can further exacerbate asthma symptoms. Additionally, respiratory infections, air pollution, and even emotional stress can act as triggers, leading to flare-ups. Exercise-induced bronchoconstriction, previously known as exercise-induced asthma, is a prevalent condition among athletes, particularly those in endurance sports. EIB occurs during or after strenuous physical activity, even in individuals without pre-existing asthma. During intense exercise, the airways tend to narrow, leading to symptoms like coughing, wheezing, shortness of breath, and chest tightness. The exact mechanisms underlying EIB are not fully understood. However, one contributing factor is the increased ventilation during exercise. As athletes breathe harder and faster, they inhale a larger volume of air, often through their mouths. This bypasses the nose's natural filtering and humidifying mechanisms, leading to dry, cool air entering the airways. This can trigger the airways to narrow, resulting in the characteristic symptoms of EIB. Section 4. The impact of endurance sports on asthma. Endurance sports like running, swimming, and cycling challenge athletes with asthma. Prolonged exertion can worsen asthma symptoms. Increased ventilation rates lead to airway irritation. Cold, dry air is a known trigger for asthma. Dry air dehydrates airways, causing inflammation. Athletes must manage their asthma effectively in these conditions. Section 5. The unique challenges for swimmers. Chlorine and asthma. Swimmers, in particular, face additional challenges due to the presence of chlorine in swimming pools. While chlorine is essential for disinfecting pool water, it can react with organic matter, such as sweat and urine, to form byproducts that irritate the airways. These byproducts, such as trichloramine, can trigger asthma symptoms and even worsen existing respiratory conditions. Prolonged exposure to chlorine byproducts in indoor swimming pools has been linked to an increased risk of asthma and other respiratory problems. Swimmers often spend hours training in these environments, making them particularly vulnerable to the adverse effects of chlorine byproducts. It's essential for swimmers with asthma to be aware of these risks and take appropriate measures to minimize their exposure. Section 6. Managing asthma, treatment strategies for Olympic athletes. Managing asthma is crucial for peak performance. Inhalers deliver medication directly to the lungs for quick relief. There are two main types: relievers and preventers. Relievers provide immediate relief by relaxing airway muscles. Preventers reduce airway inflammation over time. Taken regularly to keep asthma under control. Section 7. Overcoming obstacles. Inspiring stories of Olympic athletes with asthma. Despite the challenges posed by asthma, numerous Olympic athletes have defied the odds and achieved greatness. One such athlete is Paula Radcliffe, a British former long-distance runner who held the women's marathon world record for 16 years. Radcliffe was diagnosed with asthma at a young age, but refused to let it hinder her athletic aspirations. Another inspiring athlete is Peter van der Kay, an American former competition swimmer and four-time Olympic medalist. Van der Kay was diagnosed with exercise-induced bronchoconstriction as a teenager. Through proper management of his condition, including the use of inhalers and a well-structured training regimen, Van der Kay reached the pinnacle of his sport. Their stories, among many others, serve as a testament to the indomitable spirit of athletes who refuse to let asthma define their limits.